been really fast this morning. I had to go to the Bay Area, had to come here like straight out of the office. So, kind of dressed in my Sears sting and everything. I had to go, I work for the corporate office of Sears now. So, it wasn't always like that though. What I've heard in the last month is that the new culture that's about to take place is the storytelling culture. And for those of us who've done time, I've been to DVI, I've been to Riverside, I've been to Chino, I've been to Adelano, I've been to a couple other prisons. They kept on moving, get in fights all the time, they keep on moving, for those who know. But they say, in all those prisons, and I'm sure we've all done time here, right? We've all done time? Yeah? Right? We've done time. What do you mostly hear in the prison yards and in the cells? Stories, right? Pipe dream stories. I mean, people just doing it up. Like, they got a picture of a car and they'll show it to you. That picture was taken back in the 80s. Oh boy has long hair, you know what I mean? He's got stilettos on. And he was the big pimp baller. You know what I mean? After he tells you the big old story, can I borrow a suit? You know what I mean? Can I get a shot at Chinate? Right? That's the way it is, right? That's the way we do. So it's a culture built upon stories. And I started to notice this. Even before I learned, somebody actually told me that the new culture is going to be stories. I said, that is so true because we all listen to stories. So I had to go home and examine myself. What's your story, Joaquin? What have you been portraying to people? What have you been saying to people? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it bringing death? Is it bringing life? What is it bringing to people? I'm an excellent salesman. Excellent. I'll tell you why, because I was a dope fiend. Straight up dope fiend. I didn't mind asking you, parking my car at I came from Charter Way and California Street. If anybody knows about those are straight dope fiend areas. You know what I mean? Pretty grimy. I park my car at a gas station, I lift up the hood, nothing will be wrong. Hey, need $10, man, get my thing fixed real quick. Yeah? Okay, that's pretty bold, right? It's a dope fiend move right there. Jump in my car with that $10, $20, whatever they gave me. Not even tripping on what they're talking about. They can watch me. I'll leave right there in front of them. As soon as they give me enough crack, I'm out. Didn't care. That's the same thing with sales. Now I'm asking for $30,000 bids, $20,000 bids. I use that ability in the same aspect. Do the same thing there. See, we have to learn a little bit of discipline and what we're bringing into this life. If you can't learn the discipline in this life, your kids are not going to be disciplined. And they're going to be doing the same things that you fault in. See, because they're learning from you. You got eyes watching you all the time. Who got kids in here? Raise your hand. Kids? How about nephews, nieces? Anything like that you guys live with? Right? There's always these little eyes watching you at all times. What stories are you telling them is the real question. Are you trying to pump yourself up to something that you can't really compare to? And they see those kind of things. And I only say this because my dad used to do that with me. Straight alcoholic, still is. Still is. I have to go find him on the street sometimes and make sure he has a haircut. Make sure he ate something. Still is. But he used to pump up these big old dreams and never come through. And the same thing I think with some of us, we can see that in our own lives. We used to see those things or have done it already to the next generation. I'm not bringing this up to make you feel bad. I'm bringing it up so that way you exposes it to you. It's something new to you. Maybe somebody has never exposed this to you. Maybe, things, you don't look or consider those things. I remember one time when I was getting out of prison, my counselor, he brought me in. He had my parole papers right there. He's like, you ready to sign your parole papers? I said, yeah, I'm ready to sign my parole papers. I'm going to get out of here. Right? He goes, okay, come on in. He grabbed a pen, and he put it on my parole paper. Like, he goes, sit down. And then he sat down. He was behind the desk like this. And he goes, go ahead, sign them. Then right when I was reaching for it, he grabbed it like that. And he put it in his pocket. I was like, what the heck, you messing with me, dude? I mean, I'm trying to get out of know what I mean? Why are you messing with me for? He goes, oh, but that little incident just changed your whole life. A little pin taken away from you has changed your whole life. And you should think about the cars you steal, the robberies you do, and how many lives you've changed, and how many things you've held up. And he goes, get out of my office, I'll see you in a week. I was like, oh, this dude's a jerk. This dude's, he's a straight ass, man. He's a straight ass. I went to my bunk and I was like, man, this dude's really trying me. But after I calmed down, it's true. Who have I affected in my own life? Because, I was a dope fiend at the time. I didn't have no kids or nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't have nothing. So all I was saying was I'm hurting myself. I was hurting myself. But I'm really not. I'm hurting everybody else around me. My mother who was there for me. I never would have made it to this age if she had not taken care of me since the beginning. I would have never had a chance. My grandmother, who allowed me to stay as a teenager in her house, and I still just screwed that all up. Or my aunt, who tried to take me out of town and say,